Hello YouTube, Peter from Team Next Gen coming in with a brand new video. I know it's been a while since it was a last video, but I'm going to be presenting a deck that is surprisingly like part of the meta right now. Alright, so here we go. So we got ourselves Mega Colony. So, for our G-Zone, we have 3 copies of Force Spear Mutant Deity Stun Beetle. Why 3? Well, it's because instead of 4, because no one will let Stun Beetle hit on the first attack. So you gotta have 3. Now we have 2 copies of Poison Spear Mutant Deity Paraspear. We have him in case of an emergency. He is there for the backup in case we can't do anything with our own setup. Now we have 3 copies of Carapace Mutant Deity Machining Destroyer. This is the MVP of the deck. He stuns the Vanguard and 1 rear guard for counterblasting a single machining card and having 4 machinings on the rear guard and a machining heart. He is the bread and butter of the deck. Now, this deck is based around Machining Destroyer, but Paraspear is here in case our field gets nuked. Alright. So now, we are on to the second part. Our starter is Machining Little B. He is Act. Put this into your soul, you can choose another machining, stand it up, and then if the unit is stood this way, that gets you plus 3,000. Now we have Machining Stag Beetle. He is the other MVP of the deck. He is an old card. However, whenever he's ridden, you can choose 2 machinings from your soul and call them. This gets plus, it increases this power by the total original power of both cards. So we're running him at 4. Then we have ourselves our backup grade 3. 4 copies of Machining Scorpion Mark II. He is Legion with Machining Mosquito Mark II or Machining Hornet Mark II. Counterblast 1 once per turn. Choose a card. It's a Persona Blast. If he's in Legion, then I can choose up to 3 cards with Machining in his card name. Call them to separate rear guards as rest, like Stag Beetle, and then gain plus the original power total. And then his other skill is to put a machining into the soul and standing up another machining and stunning an opponent's rear guard. So now we have our grade 2s. We have 4 copies of Machining Mosquito Mark II. He is the 3rd important card in the deck. He is the one that will win you the games because he restands a rear guard, attacks for 11k, and stuns an opponent's rear guard. So he's very powerful. Now we have ourselves our other 4 of in the deck as a grade 2, which is Machining Red Soldier, our 12k attacker for the sub-clan. It is an amazing card because this deck can attack for 12k very easily. You put Caucasus behind him. Now we have 3 Machining Tarantula. He is counterblast 1 machining card and then stun an opponent's rear guard as an on hit. He is our ideal ride. Sadly, we have to run him at 3. Now we have our grade 1s. Rebel Mutant Starshield. Starshield is a Perfect Guard G. He is unflipping and he is countercharging for our main purpose of the deck, counterblasting machinings. He is not a machining, sadly, though, so you do not want to damage check him or ride him. We have 4 Machining Black Soldier. Black Soldier is the 10k attacker for the deck. He allows for you to put something like Machining Caucasus behind it and then still hit magic numbers. Then we have 4 Machining Caucasus. It's an important card of the deck. It is when when an attack hits a Vanguard during the battle that it boosted, then it stuns an opponent's rear guard if it boosted a machining. Then, this is a proxy, but 2 New Face Mutant Little Dorcas, another non-machining. Only at 2 though, since it is important, since this is a stride deck, and stride decks need to stride. So you want to use this. Alright, now for the grade 0s, the triggers. Time for the most important part of the entire deck. We run 4 heals, machining heals. 4 Machining Scorpion, a critical trigger. 4 Machining Firefly, a skill trigger, critical. It has what Counterblast 1, when he's placed on the rearguard circle. If you have a Machining Vanguard, then you can pay the cost. And if you do, stun one of your opponent's rearguards and restand one of your rearguards. Then, Machining Scarab, 4 copies. It is the draw trigger for machining. It is used in case you are getting your rearguards retired, so that you can survive and retaliate, so you can continuously use Machining Destroyer. So, this deck is one that many people would think doesn't work as well as Darkface. Well, I'm going to say that is wrong. This deck functions very well, better than Darkface, is faster than Darkface, and actually works without needing any generation break units. It actually is able to stun early game, it is able to rush the opponent, and it will still have a good late game. So, it is a grind deck that has amazing early game, which is why this deck actually functions very well. So, next time, make sure to watch our next video, and bye.